Hi everyone, my name is Anna and thank you for joining me for today's morning flow. Let's energize ourselves and begin on our hands and knees. Take a breath in and on the exhale, just shift your weight to the back. Let's try to wake up our body and imagine that with every breath and with every movement, you make your spine longer and you get a very good morning stretch. Let's do this a few more times. And let's continue our spine mobility with a few cat stretches. Imagine how a cat flexes her spine. We do the same movement, keeping your abdominals engaged and your shoulder blades nice and stable. On the inhale, create a nice flexion. Feel your spine waking up, and on the exhale, just extend your spine and create again a long line. On our next exercise, we're going to work on our spinal rotation. Let's place your right hand at your forehead and take an inhale, and then you just open towards the right side, and on the exhale, you slide your arm under the left shoulder. Try to keep your pelvis stable, don't rotate it very much. Feel how your thoracic opens. And now we change on the other side. Don't force the movement, just open as much as you can feel comfortable. Imagine that with every opening, your thoracic opens up and you feel tall, and put the energy flowing in your body. Let's do this a few more times. Don't forget to breathe. And last one. Now let's just wake up our hip and leg muscles. Just keep your back aligned, abdominals engaged. Inhale, and on the exhale, extend the leg to the back, gently lifting it off the mat. Try to engage and imagine that someone is pulling your leg from your toe. Let's do 2 more repetitions on the right side and then we change. Last 2 repetitions on the left. And on the last repetition, you're just gonna go into a high plank. Keeping everything stable, and just let's shift our weight back and forward. Just try to push in your heels, activate your glutes and your leg muscles. And then on the last one, we just come all the way down, facing the mat. From here, hands by shoulders, with your pelvis neutral, your abdominals are still engaged, even though we're still sitting on the mat. We just lift your torso. Keep your bottom rib though on the mat. Imagine you have a blueberry under your nose, so you don't go all the way down the mat. Imagine your chest pulling away from your toe, giving you this nice elongating sensation. We do this a few more times and try to make the movement more from your back, not from your lower back. On the last repetition, we hover off the mat. Imagine that blueberry sitting under your nose, and then you just lift your arms. Don't lift them very high. And try to avoid any neck tension. Now let's challenge a bit more the movement. On the inhale, lift, and on the exhale, extend your arms, keeping your nose slightly off the mat. Circle them around as you were swimming, except the leg part. Don't forget to breathe. And don't lower your head very much all the way to the mat. Great job. Now let's stretch a bit and just relax. Let's just change position, waking up our abdominals. Let's go seated with your arms long, parallel to the floor. Sitting nice and tall. Take a breath in and let's just go into a half roll back with some arm movement. On the exhale, lean back as far as you can, hold your abdominals engaged. And as you lean forward on your inhale, try to not squeeze that imaginary water bowl, keeping so your abdominals tight, awaken, and your ribs connected to your spine. Let's alternate the arms. Open them only as far as your pelvis doesn't shift, and your ribs. We go slowly all the way up, back on the mat. And now let's just challenge a variation of our single leg stretch, extending both right arm and right leg, keeping your ab prep position. And we're gonna repeat one time and then we change on our left. Let's just challenge ourselves a bit. And let's extend our right leg towards the ceiling and alternating with our left leg. Let's wake up our coordination and just make it a bit of fun. Let's do 2 more. And last one, and just relax. Great job. As we're almost done, let's do one more exercise for our obliques. From our back, we're going into our ab prep position. Legs on tabletop, head is relaxed, and let's toe tap the mat for 8 times. Try to keep your abdominals engaged, eye gaze towards your knees. And now just alternate using the obliques to flex and rotate, not pulling from your neck. Try to keep as stable as you can and just take a nice moment to relax. Let's continue with our twist variation on the side bend. Whenever you're ready, on the exhale, just reach your bent arm towards the mat, keeping your hip lifted and your abdominals engaged. When you come back on the mat, just slightly touch it with control. And then we go back again. Let's do one more time, and we stay there, and we just pulse with your hips towards the ceiling. And now we're gonna do a plank variation with our knees tapping the mat, keeping our upper body engaged and stable. At this moment, I've already changed to the other side. We do exactly the same repetition. We lift our hip high for 5 times. And then we're gonna hold and pulse our hips towards the ceiling. We're almost done. I hope you feel good at this point. So we're gonna just hold and pulse. Let's do for 3 more. And And then we come back on our last plank variation, which we're gonna switch our knees to our opposite arm. Let's use a bit more obliques, use our entire body. It's our final exercise. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing, beautiful day today.